Hello there, this is to help you if you're not in the lesson or you are in the lesson and you want to catch up on doing the assessment task that you've got to do for digital technologies. First of all, let's look at the scenario. So you're working for a software development company, blah, 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 blah. So this company wants some way of taking mobile numbers and encrypting those mobile numbers. So this is very similar, big clue here, very similar to what you were doing in Grok. So, your role is to develop a cipher in Python that can be used by employees and companies to accept input of mobile phone numbers, accept input of a cipher key, and encrypt the numbers appropriately. In other words, you need to take the numbers from a user, so they need to be able to put a phone number in. It needs to stop them putting in letters or not work if they put in letters or other characters. Then it needs to be they need to put a key in, say 2, and that'll move it 2 places along. So if you entered the number 1, then it should encrypt it as 3, and so on and so on. And then, as I said, you accept the numbers from the person and a key, and then it will encrypt the number. That's what you need to do. Now, this is different from what you did in Grok, in that was doing it with letters. So your first job is to open Replit. Replit is what you used last year, replit.com. If you didn't use it last year, you can't log on. If that's the case, then you need to sign up for it. Use your school email address, set yourself a password. Then you're into it. You're creating a new Python program. You can call it assessment task, whatever you want to do. On the left is where you code, and on the right is where, when you run it, is where it's going to show up. So I'm just going to drag this into the window here. You'll see it appear. Here's a Replit of one I created. This is where the code goes in. This is where the code plays on the right when I run it. Okay, I'll just move this out of the way. Okay, when you're in Replit, your next job is to go back to Grok, and you want to be looking at rotating past A. You want to be getting the 3 pieces of code from there, and you want to be pasting them into your Replit on the left. Now, the issue is there's 3 pieces of code in there. There's programs, functions, and I can't remember what the other one was. Those 3 things are in 3 separate programs. They all need bringing in the correct order into Replit, and your job is to figure out what order they need to come in. If you look at the top, it says from a certain function, import something. Well, it can't import something if that thing's not already there. So that's a big clue as to which comes first. And then one of the functions won't have a from symbol on. Well, that's obviously going to be the first. So you need to bring them in and have them all on the left, and then run it and see if it works, get rid of any errors, figure them out. And then you will have something that basically works with letters. So your next job is going, well, how do I get this to work with numbers? Okay, that really is how to start the program. The next video I'm going to do is going to talk about the rubric and how some bits of the rubric are really easy to achieve and some bits of the rubric are really hard, and how you get certain grades. So I'll just stop this one for now, and then I'll record.